One of the two things that really impacted my life that came from Pope Benedict XVI uh, comes from his book, Jesus of Nazareth. And this is the first volume of 3 volumes that he did. And in it, he wrote, "The great question that will be with us throughout this entire book: what did Jesus actually bring, if not world peace, universal prosperity, and a better world? What has he brought? The answer is very simple: God. He has brought God. He has brought the God who formerly unveiled his countenance gradually, first to Abraham, then to Moses and the prophets, and then in the wisdom literature. The God who revealed his face only in Israel, even though he was also honored among the pagans in various shadowy guises. It is this God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the true God, whom he has brought to the nations of the earth. He has brought God, and now we know his face. Now we can call upon him. Now we know the path that we human beings have to take in this world. Jesus has brought God, and with God the truth about our origin and destiny, faith, hope, and love. Now, in today's gospel, Jesus was presented in the temple. And it's a customary practice among the Jews, the Israelites, that at a certain age, an age of maturity, call it a rite of passage, the young adults, a male, would go to the temple and be presented. And Jesus comes and presents himself. And one character, Simeon, immediately recognized what Pope Benedict XVI told us in his book. The promise of man becoming one with God again has come. And in a very radical way. You know, a lot of people, their gods, a lot of religions, their gods are people, are beings that they pray to, they offer to. It's always man trying to reach out to their gods, trying to please them. Thankfully, that's not the right God. That's not the right image of God. And today, Jesus reminds us, the Bible, the gospel, reminds us that we have a God that is the complete opposite of other gods. We have a God who reaches out to us, who becomes one with us. And Simeon recognizes this. Now the question is, do you recognize this in your life? You know, a lot of people proclaim Jesus is Lord, Jesus is God. We love Jesus. But do we really know who Jesus is? And Jesus reveals himself as God, the second person in the Trinity. A lot of people don't realize what that means and how radically awesome that reality is. The God who created everything, who is the source of everything, who is the most powerful, comes to us, humbling himself to be one with us. And that is why why Pope Benedict is very important to me, because he has given meaning to what Jesus is trying to teach us. And I understand it finally, that Jesus comes to us and becomes one with us. And everything else flows from that. My desire to be good, my desire to go to heaven, suddenly has life because it has been given love. For only a God who loves his creation utmost can do such a feat. And today, I don't know who Jesus is in your life. But if you believe, even in your mind, that Jesus is God, I pray that you will reflect what it means to you that God became man. And Jesus said, it's very personal. I became man for you. He became man for you so that you will see the face of God and you can build a relationship with Him. And Jesus teaches us that together with Him, we can call God the Father our daddy. Such awesome truth. And I hope you won't throw it away as easily.